Hi, and welcome to Digital Tech Reviews and Tips. Today in this video, I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at the new Insta360 ONE R action camera, as well as actually comparing it side by side to the DJI OSMO Action and GoPro 8. Now, for those who don't know much about this camera, the one that I actually have here in front of me is the $479 Twin Edition bundle, which if I had to bet, I would say would probably be the most popular bundle that Insta360 is going to sell, based on the fact of how much Insta360 is marketing it, and the fact that for under $500, you're really getting two cameras in one. You're getting that 360 dual lens module, as well as the standard 4K action camera module. Now, looking at the box that it comes in here, it's kind of a standard white box, not as premium as your GoPro box, of course, but who really cares about the packaging that much? I mean, you basically got the stuff that you get included on the back here, and then on the side you get your specs, which is, just the 5.7K 360 capture, your 4K wide angle capture, waterproofness, etc., etc., etc. The big thing about Insta360 is, of course, that incredible stabilization, which they have when you're using it in the 360 version, which is really the reason you'd go for this camera as opposed to like a GoPro 8 Max. Now, before I get too sidetracked with the details, let's actually just go ahead and unbox this thing. So I'm going to slide off the top here, break the seal, there it is, boom. Expose it to the world finally once and for all. And right, of course, you can see is your action camera module, your 360 module, and your battery, and your accessories down here. Let's go with the accessories first. I always say do the unfun stuff, the boring stuff first, kind of like you have to eat your broccoli before you get your dessert. And maybe they don't want me to do that, but I'm going to do it anyways. So let's pop that out and open up the side here. I guess this is the way they want me to go in for it. First thing we're going to get, it looks like, is a charging cable. Now, I'm hoping this is USB-C because, yep, there we go. That's the way of the future. Glad Insta360 is embracing that and not hanging on to the USB micro cables, or even the worst, the USB mini cables, because, oh God, those were awful. So yeah, USB-C, fast charging, and reversible, so glad they include that. Next up in the little accessories box here, it looks like we have the frame mounting adapter. And yep, that's what it is. Because actually, unlike the GoPro 8, which I have right here, you can see the GoPro 8 has these built-in fingers in the bottom for mounting it to accessories, which is actually, it's not the most secure, but it's really nice because you can get to the battery very quickly, and it's a very small profile once you have it mounted. But, Insta360 went with this more old-fashioned, probably a cheaper way to do it, and it's not that big of a deal for the average user. It doesn't really make the profile of the camera that much bigger when you're using it, and it's very, or at least pretty quick to take on and off when you have to swap out the battery or change from, the action camera module to the 360 module. So yeah, probably a cheaper way to do it for them. Otherwise, here you have the dual lens cover, which is a very important thing. Unlike the standard single lens right here, which you can just set down facing up, the dual lens is always going to be one lens down while the other lens is up. So very important that you have this lens cover on pretty much at all times, so you don't scratch that, of course, and then, affect your image quality. And then here, it looks like you also are going to get, what is it? I really do not know. Oh, of course, you get your little mounting screw in here, to put to a tripod if you want to do that. But most people most likely are going to be using this with, their already existing GoPro accessories like selfie pole, suction cup mount, head mount, stuff like that. But if you do have a tripod that you want to use it on, it's nice that they do actually include a tripod mount with your standard 1/4 inch threads to mount it to. And then finally, in the accessories box, I'm guessing this is, well, don't eat this, just chuck that to the side. I'm guessing this is all just your standard quick start guide, which actually looks pretty, pretty detailed. So it's kind of nice they include some details there. You also get, looks like waterproofing, basically what you need to know about how deep you can go, and, salt water and stuff like that. You get what's included, but I just am going through that right now, so we don't need that. A warranty card, so that's, yeah, they don't have a very good warranty on it, but it's nice to know that you can read really detailed if you want some legal jargon. You actually do get a lens cloth, which is really nice. I'm assuming because you're getting essentially 3 lenses with this camera. I figure they'll include a lens cloth for you so you can wipe that off if you don't already have one, but I mean, most people do. Still, it's a nice added accessory. Finally, you actually get some stickers, which kind of taking one from GoPro and Apple's book here, but I do like it. You know, stick them on your case, stick them on your water bottle, your laptop, whatever you want to do, or stick them on your forehead and be a walking billboard for the company. All right, now that we got all the accessories out of the way, let's go right into the action camera itself. So first up, this little battery module we'll grab out. Kind of looks like a little fingerboard type thing that you'd play with on a desk as a kid. But yeah, this is your battery. It's kind of long thing on the bottom that you attach your screen module, which is your kind of brains of the camera, as well as the lens to. So let's grab out the top part here, which is right now the 4K camera, as well as your brains and screen and power unit. And I guess it just slots on. This is my first time doing it, so let's see how intuitive or easy it is. Looks like this connects here. These little things grip in here, so just slot on, kind of like that. Yeah, it looks like it's powering on, so must be good. Feels a little weird. Maybe it's not all the way in, but one thing I immediately am noticing, which makes sense, this is, the action camera like this is only $300, way cheaper than the DJI OSMO Action or GoPro 8. And the big thing you're not getting here is that larger screen of the GoPro 8 or DJI OSMO Action. So it's not game changing and it's not the end of the world, but that's a pretty small, that's like a 1-inch screen. Essentially, that's the same size as the one you're getting on the front of the DJI Osmo Action, oddly enough. But the big thing here is the fact that you can actually just swap this around to the front. So if I'm like, all right, I want to do some selfie shots, I can pop this off. I can somehow pop that apart, and then I can swap it around like that. There we go. And then I can pop the battery back on the bottom, I guess, like this, and boom, you're ready to go, ready to get a selfie shot. Turn on the camera, and yeah, you can get a selfie shot with the camera right in your front. It's the same screen, so you don't have a screen back here now, but that's a nice way to save money, so they don't have to pay to put an additional screen in. And it's also a way to give you an option on like the GoPro camera that you can actually have a front-facing screen instead of only having the back-facing screen. Now let's actually swap out for the 360 module just quickly before I end this video, just to see how that goes. So let's rip it apart, grab the 360 module, and so now that we got it, we gotta flip it the other way. So it definitely takes some getting used to, but I think overall this is a pretty interesting design that they're doing here at Insta360. I'll be testing it out, so head over to my channel for sample videos, comparison videos, as well as maybe some tips and a final review eventually once I get some decent use in with this camera. But overall, the build quality is a little wonkier than I expected. Not kind of that Apple or DJI or GoPro premium build, but the touchscreen is pretty decent. I can rip off that thing there, install the app. So it's going to, of course, want me to use the app to activate, which some people I know really hate, but it's going to be pretty common among any camera out there. But yeah, that's you can swipe around, which is nice. Not a lot of Action 360 cameras have that 360 display use, so you can swipe around, actually get a view of what you're filming. A little wonky, but I think overall, yeah, this is a very cool action camera. If you want something different, if you don't want to just pick up a GoPro or something like that, this might be the way to go. But I would possibly hold off maybe if you want a real dedicated 360 camera till they refresh their Insta360 ONE X. Possibly, I guess it would be the X2 or X Mark II. I don't know what they'll call it, but that is really the premium, best-of-class Action 360 camera out on the market. However, it's now about 2 years old, so this is really the way to go until they release an update to that. So yeah, that's really it, guys. I hope you found this video at least somewhat helpful and entertaining. If you aren't already subscribed, you know what to do. Go down the subscription thing, click subscribe if you want to. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, no real commitment. If you aren't already following me on my social media and stuff, you could possibly follow me there. But guys, honestly, you know what to do. So at this point, just thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And as always, have a nice day. Peace out. Bye. Okay, wow, right after I cut, I actually realized that there was an extra set of stickers in here. So if you were like, hey, I don't know what action camera to get, this one only includes one set of stickers, boom, there's 2 sets of stickers, guys. This is the action camera to get if you want the most amount of stickers.